Hello. Ba ba ba. Sorry, I'm in a different chair right now, so I gotta pull that up a little bit. Not used to that. I, in an angry tirade, threw out a lot of my chairs today, so I'm just using a regular dinner table chair right now for things. But I needed to do that because all of my desk chairs were getting bad. They were getting a little bad, so had to go and done deal with that. But hello, everyone. We are here on the stream once more. We didn't have a break week. It's crazy. We're getting more One Piece. I do declare. Finally, it's good. We're finally getting good stuff. We're finally out of the flashback. It seems like we're getting right into the action. Zoro might actually do something. Man, when was the last time Zoro did something? It's been a while. I guess he fought Lucci, but that was barely a fight. That was barely a fight. I don't know, because Straw Hats didn't do that much in Egghead, admittedly. So I've been waiting for a good old third act combat thing where people do things, and it sounds like Zoro has a plan. People having plans in One Piece, and not his plan is he's going to go up and he's going to use Conqueror Saki and he's going to slash Dory and Bragi. Will that kill them? Will that get them out of their stupor? I don't know. We will see. I don't know, but I'm excited. I'm excited for the action to start happening once again into One Pieces. Sorry, I have a different lens right now. Just trying that out. It actually doesn't look that bad. Maybe I need to I might need to look at this later. Let's see. I mean, it looks good because it's kind of small on my screen right now, but when it's full screen, it may not look as sharp with the ISOs and the whatnots, because the aperture is a little different. Also, I didn't actually focus this. Do I have a super zoom? Super zoom? Super zoom. Super zoom. That it seems to actually just kind of be fine for what I see, which is good because usually with my prime lens, it's got a really shallow depth of field, so it has to be really focused in, really good. But this actually kind of looks fine with the bit rate I'm doing things at anyways. Not that it matters that much. What matters is the audio quality sounding okay. And I'm in the middle of work right now. I've been working hard, and I'm going to have to get back to it pretty soon. So I'm not going to have a lot of time for today, but I want to make sure that all these channel reaction things are worthwhile. I don't want to, boringly doing anything. I want to make sure to bring some hype into this. It's going to be weird. It's weird trying to do that when you're in the middle of a workday and probably shouldn't be doing this. Doing this on your lunch break is what I'm doing right now. So I try to give myself a little bit of time, but I didn't want to wait till later in the day because it came out so early in the day. It came out right as I was getting to work, so I wasn't able to do an early morning stream like I would have usually done. And I wasn't expecting a Thursday stream either. Lots of times it's been on Fridays, so comes at you. You never know when TCB will come at you with this. But I think what we're going to do is that we're going to go ahead and get into it. Go ahead and get into the chapter, I do declare. Stop yapping so much and just get into the chapter. Should I switch this to combat music again? Like I was doing with God Valley, instead of having the same that's not lo-fi, but it's something else. That's a little loud. We might do that. We're back in the action, so maybe I can get the actiony stuff. Maybe we can get back to a little bit of the action. 2 a.m.? Hopefully it's not 2 a.m. It's 2 p.m. I thought you were closer to me than that. You have told me that you are closer to me than that. Yeah, we're gonna try that. We're gonna do the combating music because we're an action piece right now. You know, get murdy and all that and whatnot. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. I might start using this lens more often again. Maybe. Haven't decided. I like it. Oh, you can see my guys up there though. Remember the cube? That's what the cube looks like now. Is that I uncubed my cube? And now the cube is along the wall up there. It's pretty nice. Pretty sweeto. Oh, dang. Well, dang. Goodness gracioso. All right, then. Well, it is midday for me. It is noon for me right now. So we're going to go and get into it. I'm excited. I hope Zoro does things. I'm excited for the Straw Hats to do things. That is what I am most excited about right now in terms of One Piece. That's what I want. The cube is cool. I do like it as not a cube, though, as like a big line. I like that. I like it up there. It's nice. It's nice. And now you can actually see it with this lens, since I'm not so zoomed in right now. We're going to get into it, though. Down there. We're doing it. Chapter 1173, A Generation of Warriors. That's what a lot of the titles have been, like, oh, a warrior, a warrior's pride, that type of stuff. So I feel like a lot of this isn't really telling, but Usopp is smelling honey as a lure to catch a beetle. Okay, usually a big old honey pot, usually for bees. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We're on it, though. The demonic army advances. We got Yarul. He had a big speech last week. And now everyone's like, kill him. And I know that Harald and Zoro are close behind. So we'll see how well they do. Yarul's still pretty big compared to these other guys who got a height increase. But they're going for it. They're charging with their giant battle axes and spears. Dory, Bragi, it's unthinkable to see you like this. So what's this plan of yours, Roanor Zoro? First things first, is it okay if I cut those guys down? Zoro being cool. It's agenda time for Zoro fans. It is, but we're up against the entire giant warrior crew. Saving Elder Ja Rule is our top priority. But these warriors have all earned our respect. Try to spare their pride at least. At least. Okay. You didn't mean it felt like it released too fast, as in like it was rushed. That's not what you meant. There have been some Wednesday ones too. I don't know. It just feels like that since we just had a huge break at the beginning of the year, so that's why it feels like that. But we'll see. Haruden? Stanson? We've been spotted. Don't let them surround us. Look at these silly guys up there. Hey, did you finish your quest to unite all the giants of the world? Yeah, right. By now, they have to know that's never going to happen. Oop, and they didn't like that. He goes, go for it, Roranora. Okay, brothers, you got it. All right, Zoro, doing things. Doing a thing. Zoro, he's cut down a cat. What happened to that cat, by the way? What happened to that cat that turned into a lion? Why was it important that cat turned into a lion and had a little crown? And then ran off into the wilderness downstairs? Will we ever see that cat again? Who knows? Will the whole tiny world become relevant to the themes of Elbaf once more? We will see. Apparently we don't have a break again, so that's exciting. But he leaps up. I see. You won't get trapped between them if you approach them from above. Clever move. So he's jumping up. He's doing an aerial attack. And then they split. Stanson, let's circle around them from the sides. Roger that, Haruden. He's got a big old hammer. And then he's bunny hopping on him. He's Deadpool bunny hopping on him. Huh? Hey! He's bunny hopping. Messes with his helmet. This is very silly. This is just some silly stuff, actually. You know? Zoro's being silly right now. I like that. I like that. Zoro's a silly guy sometimes when he doesn't do big attacks. I'm sure he's about to do a big attack right here. Above us, that puny human. Sanryoto. Secret technique. Okay, okay. Where's he got? He got Enma in his hand, and then he has this main white sword in his mouth, usually. Most of the time, I'm pretty sure that's where he puts it. Crossing of the Six Paths. I'm sure that was I'm sure that sounded very cool in Japanese. And then he goes and he cuts. Looks like he cut. Well, yeah, he cut at them. So he got them all in a little circle, and then he just big ba 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 all around everyone. Sweeto. I'm gonna hold my tongue. I'm gonna hold my tongue. That's Roranora for you. So he cut them up. Didn't cut their heads off or nothing. This ain't Berserk, but he did cut. I mean, he took out all their weapons, at least, if he didn't take them all out yet. What's he using? He conquers. I see a little bit of that black lightning on the swords, which usually means Conqueror's Hockey. That usually means Conqueror's Hockey. But if you go back way far, he was also using black lightning in like Dressrosa as well to symbolize just regular armament. So that's the big debate. That's the big debate on if that just means Conqueror's Hockey specifically. So he does that, and then he gets behind them. They know who he is. Aw, because they know him. Aw. Dori Brogi. It looks like they clashed for a second there. Unbelievable. And then that hits that, and then oh, did he I guess he dodged that and made them clash, and then that tore both of their shields, and yeah, tore both of their shields apart. Interesting. It didn't cut the swords though, or the axe. Oh man, and they're just smiling through it too, huh? Dory, Broggy. Oh, they just cut each other right there, but they probably don't care because they're immortal now. Chiefs. Right. All these other guys still immortal. And I don't see there's no hockey or nothing on them. They're just being big, tough guys. Oh, there's Brook. But he is... What did he... I'm not sure what this panel up there is, but we'll see. But I like this. It looks good so far. So Brook, I guess he's just been worming his way around because that's how he got away. I was like, how did he get away in all of that? Because he was the most tied up. Branch 8. Brook's location. He's on the branch. He's just inchworming his way. Princess Shuri? Are you there, Princess Shuri? Okay. Princess Shuri. That's kind of crazy. She was a princess of supposedly the kingdom that he was a general at. That's interesting. And he just now started to remember that too. That's really interesting. But that's Emu right there talking to him. She looks. I can't see how you could possibly be here. I'm certain it's impossible, but it's hard to deny. You're her spitting image, so I have to make sure. Ooh, she's looking really cool right there. Even if you aren't the princess, surely you must be of her blood. If the princess were alive today, she would be nearing 80 by now. Of course, she wouldn't recognize me, given how much I've changed. And yet, those features, the blue hair, she's got blue hair. Okay. The mismatched eye color. What? Okay. Did we know this? Has she been in a volume? I guess we didn't realize that she had missed. Oh, the special princess with heterochromia. The princess has heterochromia, you telling me? Oh, man. Because she's super special. She's my OC. She has heterochromia and blue hair. And she ain't afraid of nothing. And she's secretly a princess. Oh, that's great. That's great. Who's this worm fella in the back? What is Shrek doing over in the back over there? A connection to the Holy Land. Plus, you're fond of my music too, aren't you? Every single detail is a perfect match. Princess Shuri. I'm trying to remember if we've heard that name before, Shuri, in this place, in this series. I don't remember. Brooke is doing pretty good. This is the most Straw Hat character thing of anyone in Elbaf already. Like, he's already done more character. He's already done more character stuff than literally every single Straw Hat in the entirety of Elbaf. More than Usopp. He's already done more than Usopp. I'm not going to be one of those like, oh, Usopp sucks type thing people. I'm not on that Usopp sucks agenda right now. I think it's a slow burn with that, but these 2 pages right here is already like the most character-y stuff. I had hoped I'd go the rest of my life without ever having to think about you again. Ooh. I owed everything to the man whose life you took. My patricidal princess. Ooh, okay. Ooh, he's angry. He's angry. The man whose life you took, who I assume was like the guy, maybe, was it her dad? Maybe. We're getting in Bailet territories over here. Patricide. I mean, yeah. Patricidal princess, that's a crazy thing. That shook her. Gonko, are thy memories beginning to return? Ooh. She's always had the emu-esque eyes, though. Yeah, oh yeah, she does have she did always have the weirdly different colored eyes, like drawn out eyes. Like one was always a little darker, but I guess I didn't realize it was different colors. Ah, that's true. Brooke, you have to run. Dang, goodness gracious, why you like this, Oda? And she's using her arrow ability, which I don't think Emu has been doing since. So she snapped out of it for a second. Huh? And he got undone. So that got her out of this stupor for like a second. Interesting. And it's unraveling him, and it looks like it's unraveling the actual line, the arrow that she was doing. That guy got a top hat over there. I'm free! Gunko, thou attemptest to move of thine own will? Brooke, I'm... and then she goes crazy. She's back into it. She was free for only a second. Hey, man, she broke away. Not even Harald was able to break away when fighting his own son. You know? Drat, my leg got stuck again. Oh, he didn't get out all the way. Yep. Couldn't get out all the way. Why did you tell me to run? I came to settle this matter. Oh, right there. Now, who are you? Bro, bro, this is good. This is good. This is good stuff. This is good stuff. This is really good stuff. I love character things. I love when the Straw Hats have emotions. When the Straw Hats are proactive instead of being completely reactive, like they were entirely in Egghead. Brooks being proactive in a thing. Did any of the Straw Hats give a speech in Egghead? Because I mean that was the Vegapunk show. Vegapunk was doing all the speeches. So in Egghead, I'm trying to remember if anyone, any Straw Hat monologued at all in Egghead. I'm saying all this. I'm talking about like I don't like Egghead. I love Egghead so much too. But this is stuff. Ooh, this is good stuff. You see? And people are like, "Oh, Nate, you're just gonna complain about One Piece, especially now that you've read Berserk." But no, I'm glazing One Piece right now. It's good stuff. She's glaring. Shut thy mouth. Who art thou, Tagunko? Ooh, where'd that shield come from? Did he always have that? He has a big, his cane is inside some shield-looking thing. Or is that hers? No. Look at that, though. That is a hockey clash. Not a hockey clash, but a hockey attack right there. I know. I don't think any of them did. I mean, this is, or even something as much as this. As much as this. It's been a while. Branch 8, Usopp's crew. Whew, we're finally free. My mind powers did the trick, you see? The arrows came loose for a moment. What happened? I thought they were, no, Robin is tied up via the thorns, but the rest were via arrows. Robin's restraints are different. We have to get these thorns off of her. And exactly like I said. Forget me, Nami. Focus on the children and the books and the books. Hey, she said children and not books, okay? That's good. That's a Robin W talking about the children before the books. That's a Robin W. Yeah, man. I mean, he is blocking Emu. He is blocking an Emu attack. Whoa. Oh, Brook stocks are going up a bit today. Holy moly. That's kind of crazy. I mean, it's just a clash right now. I'm sure that next chapter it'll be like, oh, she immediately broke the shield, or the shield didn't do much. Forget me, Nami. Focus on the children. I saw Ange slip away earlier, but I doubt she'll make it in time. West Village is way too far. There's the Ange running. Nami Swan! Sanji! Yeah! Look at Nami. She looks so good. Looks so good right now. Now we're near back to them. Keep moving, you brats. The finish line is just over there. You're one of the demons Elder Yarul mentioned, aren't you? We'll make you pay for this. Elbaf is really strong. You'll see. Moron. We all know. We know all about how strong giants are. That's why we're after you. You're Gabon's kid, right? I'd shut up and unwrap these thorns if I were you. Gavon just trashed you earlier and has been trashing you for decades. Yeah, let us go. I dare you to face us like a warrior. Okay, yeah. So they're thorned up because the arrow went away for a sec. Yeah, you're a real hoot. And he's just on like a little snake. It's way too late for that. Look, I can already see the harbor. Say goodbye to your homeland. This is the last time you'll ever see it. So it shows him covered in thorns, but it still shows the arrow. I'm not sure. Right, well, I mean, right here it shows him in thorns, but maybe he's not. What? No way! You mean I'll never see Ma and Pa again? I don't want that. Someone help us. Him. Hello, Great One. Killing M and I are about to complete our task. I'm dying to go home already, but do you have any more bidding for me to attend to first? Colin! Ilva! Olaf! How'd they get there? Weren't the dream demons meant to stop them? Mommy! It's my mom and the others. Grandpa Oimo. Grandpa Oimo? What? I thought it was his son. Grandpa Oimo. Oh, goodness. Goodness gracious. Wait, above you. Watch out. Ah, it's Nika, the god of destruction. Bruh. Bro, that's crazy. That's kind of crazy. That's pretty crazy, yo. And we know that Rhodes' brother, I think, is one of these. And then Oimo over here, Grandpa. Good for you, man. I guess. Mom, everyone, run! From this Nika? Don't be silly. You're underestimating us. We come from a generation of warriors. Gone! Cuts the Nika up. Good. Giants doing cool stuff. Giants being strong. That's good. I mean, that's kind of an L for the God's Knights a little bit, who've been taking a lot of L's, admittedly. So you got to be careful with that. But hey. That's good. Especially after, like, the mother thing. I wonder if the mother thing is going to come back. Because, like, that was a big funny thing that happened. And, like, that's one of the mothers that was turned into a nightmare. So I wonder if she's going to fight one of them later. If that's going to come back or not. They're so strong. Ooh, that's a scary-looking Nika. Who stabbed him with a sword. Right. And he's just... Hey, guys! The kids are there! We won't make it even if we sprint. You know, we haven't seen Frankie in a while. I hope Frankie's in this chapter. I think last chapter, during the big catch-up, we didn't even see Frankie. It's so sad. Let's do it, Goldberg. Right. 2 generals. Wait, let me join in. I'll save you, little bro. 3 generals. Oh, they're going to huckle sovereignty with 3 people? That's going to be kind of crazy. Gokoku sovereignty. Ooh, does that just mean because there's 3 of them, it's like that? That's pretty cool. I'm glad they're doing stuff, showing their strength. Good. You know, these people are finally doing... They haven't done... None of these people have made an attack yet in this story, so... For their first time actually doing something, it's like, okay, good. Taking out big nightmare things, which is a big deal. It was a big deal. You know, we were glazing Loki 2 chapters ago when he was doing it, so we got to glaze them. They took out a whole Nika. That's pretty crazy. We know these guys come back, though, so we got to figure out all that. Did Frankie do a super pose somewhere? I don't know. I don't know if I've gotten to it, but I haven't seen him. Maybe he did last chapter, but... Did he not do that in all of Egghead? I haven't watched really like the back half of Egghead. I kind of stopped like before everything in my big Elders video. I haven't really watched anything up until all of that. Funnily enough. But I might go back and finish the rest of Egghead. But someone's looking cool. Hey, back off before you crush me. So it looks like he just punted him right into the ship. Oh, is that the ship they were supposed to go on, though? Did he do that himself? The ship... Oh, shit. Okay, TCB. Going edgy with that. There's no way Viz is going to say that. The game takes an unexpected turn. And that wasn't even like, this isn't like a big Straw Hat thing. The Straw Hats did all this. Oh, man. People, God's Knight's going down again. Another God Knight L. Oh my gosh. Summers is so incompetent. He's so incompetent. He's never shown in a good light. Unless it's literally around, like, he's only shown in a good light when he's bullying children. That is the only time. He did? Yeah, that's what happened. They were supposed to take them. That's sort of like the arrows leading them all there. And then he was just like, I don't want this big guy near me. And then he knocked him into the giant ship. What a... This is a crazy chapter. This does... I feel like a lot of times people are like, oh man, this feels like classic One Piece. But like, this feels like a good old-fashioned, like... I don't want to be like return to form. That's a bit much. But it had a lot of stuff that I like. It had Zoro doing things... doing more than just... you know, just one big cool move. He was like hopping around. He had like a specific plan on going in and taking out them all and all their weapons. Like all of them, they've taken out all their weapons right now. Though it looks like Dory and Bragi, this whole like, okay, they're just cutting through each other with a smile on their face, which is interesting, like the whole smile on the face, because you know, Willow D and stuff, but this is more of like a sadistic smile. Is Summer gonna join the Straw Hats? I don't know. I don't think so. I very much doubt it. He seems like the worst. We did see him literally kill a child in God Valley. Don't forget that. He was like clinging to a tree and then he put a bunch of briar patches over it. He did kill that child. And the child's mother. And the child's father. So probably not on that. Yeah, it was a good cover request. Simple stuff. And it looks like the Straw Hats are all free again, which is good. So hopefully they go and do stuff. But bro, like this whole Princess Shuri, like man. One, I'm surprised we haven't gotten any Luffy stuff yet. Luffy and Loki are just like, they're coming up later, I guess. They're getting all this out of the way first. I'm wondering what the rest of the Straw Hats are going to do. Like, I can see them fighting, like, more Nightmare people. And then I guess they're going to go at it again with Summers, maybe. But even with that, I don't know how they're going to, like, beat him. Because right now... Well, we know that Sanji's on his way. We know that Sanji is apparently very, very close. I don't know what Usopp's talking about with the mind powers, too. I don't know where that... what his deal with that, if that's just like a funny gag right now, if there's something to him being like, my mind powers did the trick. It does feel very like classic, like Skypiea Usopp-esque though, of him just like being dumb in the face of opposition. And he's doing like this weird, like little mind thing right there. I don't know what Usopp's thinking right now. Hopefully he stops being a scaredy cat right now, because like we're in it. You're on Elbaf, son. You need to bug up a little bit. But I do really like this. Has that always been her thing where she doesn't have her sleeves go farther? Yeah. Her sleeves go farther. I was wondering what that weird thing was at the end. That was just her sleeve in a weird spot. But he's attacking her with a trident. Emu attack. I can't get over the fact that Emu is attacking Brook and Brook blocked it. Emu is attacking Brook with some sort of hockey and he blocks it with a shield, which that's not what he does. Unless it's shown that like he actually was like a shield person, like back in the day when he was alive. Like maybe he actually did don a shield when he was in the military. And then the whole thing of Princess Shuri, and then how he's mad because she killed him. What is... Patricide is when you, kill your dad. That's what I thought. Yeah, she killed her pa. She killed her pa. You know, if this were Berserk, I'd be like, yeah, I get it. I know, I understand what happened. I know why. Killing your pa, killing your loved ones for ultimate power. But I don't think that's a thing in this show. Why would she have killed her pa? Why did the princess kill her pa? Blue hair woman? Maybe. That is interesting, though. I'm glad, like, what we all thought was going to happen is that, like, everyone was kind of saying that, hey, Brooke was going to get Gunko out of this. And I'm glad it didn't, like, completely work immediately. But it's also interesting because she seems to care about Brooke, but Brooke doesn't like this person. That's also, like, the really interesting thing, is that Brooke is like, no, I don't like you. I don't like you now. I don't like you then, because you killed my friend. But then Gunko, knowing about Brooke right now, is trying to protect Brooke. Like this, why did you tell me to run? I came to settle this matter. Who are you? But who art thou to Gunko? We will wait. And we might get that next week. Yep, I'm sure of it. She was wearing a skirt, at least, during the God Valley flashback. I don't know. Well, this is a little slightly more family-friendly One Piece stream compared to others. How long have I gone? 40 minutes. I don't think this is going to be a long one today. Oh, I'm so glad that we're like getting right into this stuff. I'm so glad that we are getting into Straw Hat character stuff. That is what that's my jam when it comes to One Piece. We can turn this off too. I do like having combat music on in the background during actiony scenes though. I like that more than I feel like it hit more because of that instead of having like this isn't lo-fi, but this is a chiller thing. I don't think it would have hit as much if I was having this. So I think I might go back to the combat music now that we're into things. I'm glad. There were a lot of good showings and a lot of bad showings today. Brooke had a great showing. A lot of the Giants had a really good showing today. You know, the new Giant Pirates, you know, with the big attack. And then also just like the parents over here taking out one of the nightmares easily. Generation of Warriors. So they all had a good showing. Brooke had a good showing. Summers, though, had a really, really bad showing today. And then honestly, well, I guess the Giants that were you know, these Domi Reversi people, they're still neutral. They haven't gone up or down yet. These guys. They haven't taken any of these guys out, but, you know, it's Zoro, though. What are you going to do with Zoro? But, you know, at least Dory and Bragi are, like, making, you know, they're making him, he has a surprised face, which is, oh, no, Zoro L. He has a surprised face after a thing happened, but I'm just trying to really see what Zoro exactly did. Like what that flip means. I'm not sure exactly what Zoro did right there with like in this little area right here, but I don't even know. I don't know. It'd be nice if Summers just died, but that's not really what happens in One Piece. I don't know if that's what happens in One Piece. So, was there anything that I really wanted to save though? Where's my funny folder? Where's my funny folder? Oh my gosh, where is it? There it is. I like the Gunko one. I'm gonna save that one. I think this was this is the panel I like the most. I think the plan, the plan thing he was talking about was I'm going to get in the middle of this like big group of people and do like a big slash that takes them all out at once. I think that was the plan that Zoro was doing. So plan amidst. So he needs a new plan. Now knowing that Dorian and Broggy are kind of crazy and don't mind a little bit of friendly fire. Where's a good... Man, I cannot show this folder. Oh, man, I cannot show this folder. There's too crazy of things in this folder. Nah, I can't show this folder. Oh well. Maybe someday. I'll show a lot of my favorite Berserk panels and show what happens in other mangas when someone does a big sword slash in a group of people and tries to cut up multiple people at once. Looks a little different when Guts does it compared to Zoro. But Zoro still did a good job, but he did not disembowel a bunch of all these giants. Not yet, at least. Maybe he might. Maybe with Dorian Broggy. Did it go, like, through them? It went through their shields. But it didn't look like it went through, like, him specifically. Them, I mean. But it did, yeah, because it shows them, like, falling down right after that. It's all interesting. Very. I did enjoy this chapter. I'm excited for these... For this part of One Piece. I think he's gonna bring some good stuff to this. Especially for getting good, like, Brook stuff. Oh, that's good. That's real good. You know? That's the type of stuff I like. A lot. This is already more... Brook... This is already more stuff from Brook than we got out of Zoro and all of Wano. Of learning new... I love learning new things about the Straw Hats at this point in time. Maybe... That's not what Oda wants to do anymore, but it looks like he is a little bit, though. You know, Brook has already done more in Elbaph than Frankie did in Egghead. Like, this chapter right here is what I thought we were going to get out of Egghead with Frankie, if that makes sense. Just like even something as simple as this, I thought we were going to get a chapter like this with Frankie. But we didn't. It's not what he wanted to do with Egghead. But we're getting something with a different Straw Hat in a different arc. So I'm not complaining about that. Because this is obviously leading somewhere. Somewhere interesting. And we don't have another break. Which is good. Which is good. But I must bid y'all adieu for now. I hope y'all enjoyed the chapters and stuff. Now you can go watch other people with their takes, which are probably very different from mine. You can say a lot of things about these reaction streams. I have a lot of different takes than other people. I can't wait for the next chapter. I mean, I can. I'm at a point where now where I can. But I'm excited. I'm glad we're getting back into this arc good because like around the end of the God Valley flashback, like after God Valley was done, I was like, okay, I'm ready to see Luffy again. I'm ready for Luffy to be important to the story. I'm ready for the Straw Hats to do things in the story again. And it looks like that's happening. And if you pick apart, like, you know, things like, oh, the God's Knights are trash, actually, you know, when you get like too thick into the weeds on that, and like, I don't know, pry into like what is Oda actually trying to say with the story, and what is he not trying to say? I don't think he is trying to say that the God's Knights are trash. He's just it just is what it is in the sequence of things. Which I understand that. Some people, though, do not do not understand that. But I like this. I like the Dreamu stuff. This is good. I love this panel. I love this panel of Brook blocking Emu. I can't get over this. This is good stuff. You know, people are gonna, you know, Brook stock's going high up, but literally the next chapter, that shield is probably going to break, or he is going to get bodied in literally the next chapter. And then it's going to be like, well, maybe we should have waited a little bit. Kind of like an Egghead when it looked like Sanji and Luffy were about to pull up and like tag team Saturn and Kizaru. But then that didn't happen. And Vegapunk immediately died. And I was like, oh, okay. I thought there was going to be like a cool fight between Kizaru and Sanji. But there really wasn't. He just kind of blocked him once, and that was it. But when he blocked him, that was really cool. But there wasn't really a follow-up to that. But that's just how it be. I'm hoping that this is better than the end of Egghead. Because, you know, I like the end of Egghead, but I've had my criticisms of the Gorosei. So if this can top the Gorosei arc climax, then I'll be pleasantly happy. But with that, I'm gonna go. Goodbye.